If I give you a check for 50 million naira right now, what are the areas that you allocate that 50 million naira to?
We have laid down strategies that we want to use. We are trying to move into like Ireland, specifically Ikoyi, to advertise more of our product, then have factory, buying fabrics, buying machine, and then empowering other designers out there.
How can we make 8 million in 1 year? We've made 8 million in 2 years, 5 plus 3. How can we now make 8 million in 1 year?
Based on the strategies laid down, like using ads and promoting the work using a showroom and the likes, and a working store.
Let's meet today's game changer.
My name is Ganiyu Oreoluwa Wahab. The name of my business is Horeholuwa Clothing. Back in the days, I see people using Adire, Ankara, and lace to create more of African wears. That's the reason why I discovered my own way from the normal regular kaftan, using Adire, Ankara, and lace to create more of African wears, to promote more of African wear outside. I've been in the fashion space for 8 years. I believe the part that I move away from the regular wear has given me an edge, just because using Ankara lace to create more of African wears have give my brand a more edge than normal regular sewing and normal regular kaftan. I'm very excited to meet the expert.
But what's the strategy for success? After the break, we bring in our expert.
Hi everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Smart Growth, where we engage with entrepreneurs and help them map out a growth strategy for their businesses. My name is Idowu Akinde. I'm Managing Director at Impact Hub Lagos, and this is, by the way, what we do every day. We help business people, SMEs, startups, tech or non-tech, build their businesses. With me on the show today is an exciting entrepreneur. His name is Ganiyu Oreoluwa, and we'll just give him a few minutes to share with us his background. Hi Ganiyu, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Ganiyu Oreoluwa Wahab, the CEO of Horeholuwa Clothing. Yeah. My background for fashion is I believe there's more to promote in African wears, and that's what gives us an edge in Africa. Yeah.
Lovely. I can tell from your dressing that you're an ambassador of your own brand.
Yeah.
And that speaks a lot.
Yeah.
All right. You look like $1 million.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So that's a very interesting angle, which gives us some insight into your mindset. But could you tell us a little bit more about your background, briefly about your background? How did you come to this? What gave you the conviction to do this full time?
Because one thing that happens is that mostly designers just create normal kaftan, that's regular kaftan. I believe I need to just go away from the normal regular wear, using Ankara, Adire, and lace to create more of African wear, using Ankara to create blazers. I believe it sounds so nice in your head. That's why I come into African wears to rebuild the African world.
That's interesting. And any plans for exports?
Yeah, some of my goods go out there, and some are still on hold that we are still going to be sending out.
Lovely. Lovely. Look forward to that. I can't wait to hear about Oreoluwa Clothing on CNN or on one of those big brands, one of those big media brands. Okay, let's talk about your business specifically now.
Yeah. Fashion to me is everything that I believe fashion is something that almost everybody do on a daily basis. And the fact of you waking up wearing clothes, that shows you are also a fashion person already. And I believe that's an impact for people to just create something from their mindset. Fashion is something that comes from your mind. Usually when you have mindsets of, okay, I have this clothes I want to wear, the combination should not be a problem to you or a barrier. And I believe all of us, we are into fashion one way or the other.
How are your customers imbibing or receiving this philosophy?
Mostly I ask for feedbacks
Okay.
when it comes to my own business. Like after you wearing the clothes, I want feedbacks because mostly what we use in our home wear is most people refer us based on what they wear.
Mhm.
And we don't need more advertisement than
Mm.
that because it gives you an edge. Because when someone is putting on your clothes and telling another person that I saw this clothes from Horeholuwa Clothing,
Mm.
you have the trust. You build a trust from people.
Mm.
That's
That's the ultimate dream of every business person, to have word of mouth referrals from existing customers.
yeah.
And we'll come back to referrals as a growth strategy down the line, because the cost of acquiring a new customer is always far higher than the cost of, getting the current customers to refer you. Having said that, what does your customer base look like? How many customers do you currently have?
I have like 100 customers, like mostly, based on referrals, we
Mhm.
get more of clients,
Mhm.
more of designers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What
And
does
sometimes we use ads, like using ads on Facebook and Instagram. Connected my Instagram and my Facebook.
Mhm.
They use it to run ads to create and to see a larger audience. Like people that don't know you understand where you're coming from based on where you're what we are promoting.
Lovely. So 100 customers, on the average, how many of them transact with you on a monthly basis? At
Depending
least once every month.
depending on emails
Mhm.
we send out,
Mhm.
and based on request determines what we produce.
Mhm.
You understand? We don't just have a request like
Mhm.
anyhow. It's based on request when you have when you're in need, because mostly Nigerian economy does not accept this fact that okay, you are sewing clothes without having the reasons anymore.
Okay.
People sews for a reasons.
Okay. So what's the average value of each order,
Average
each
value
request? Yeah, average commercial value. What's the average price? I
price.
don't want to use the word price, but average customer order value.
Based on the Nigerian situation, we
Mm.
have to adjust based on, most people are not able to afford what we are giving them now. We need to reduce some of the prices and just upgrade some and try to work with people's mind also.
Okay, so average, just average. I mean,
like price.
if I wanted to sew you used the word kaftan earlier.
Yeah.
If I wanted to reproduce what you are wearing right now, if I wanted you to make it for me, after measuring me, what does this look like?
Like we are looking at 150 based on the quality of fabrics we are giving out.
150K.
Yeah.
And that includes fabric and your expertise, tailoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tailoring part.
Lovely. And the design.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 150K. Is that average or is that
Depending on the design you are
Mhm.
you ordered for,
Mhm.
we charge on.
Okay.
You understand? You can't just pick a monogram work and we are doing it for plain job.
Okay.
We pick based on designs. We charge based on designs mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do, right, is to establish a baseline, right, for our conversation. I'm trying to get, if you get 100, if you have a customer base of 100, maybe 50 of them transact with you at least once every month, and each of those transactions is on average 150K. Are those accurate? Can we use that as a baseline to have a conversation?
Yeah, for now.
For now. So that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So 50 orders with 150K, that would be 7.5 million, if I'm correct. If my math is correct.
Yeah,
Per month.
per month, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. But it's not everybody that is going to patronize you at the current situation of the country. You understand? We have to also draft out. We have to map out the factors also.
Mhm.
Because most people are not like patronizing like before
Mhm.
because of the economic situation and everything.
Okay. I would say that, especially, are you looking for investment? Would you like external investment?
Yeah, external investment, partnering with the brands
Okay.
for the growth. Because mostly when you work alone, you walk slowly.
Mm.
But when we work with other brands, you walk faster.
Okay. The reason why I asked is, for someone who is looking for investments, you always have to be ready, like a soldier, like a Boy Scout. Be prepared. Motto of Boy Scouts, right? You always have to be ready. And what does ready mean? Ready means ready with your numbers. Okay, so if if we finish this interview and you were walking out of these premises and Tony Lumilo or Dangote drove in and they said, please stop. And they stopped driving and said, I love that outfit. Could you please call that gentleman for me? And then after taking his details, he said, I think I'm interested in your business. And they asked you basic numbers. It would be beneficial to be able to give those numbers, those business numbers. So if I ask you, for example, how much did you make last month? How much did you make last year? What was out of how much you made? What was your gross profit? What was your net profit? Those are numbers that should come out of your fingertips, in a heartbeat. And those, and in a sense, those are things that help us to have a conversation that other people can learn from. Okay. And that's the first feedback. Okay. If you want to grow, you have to know where you are. Okay.
Yeah.
So, having said that, what does the future of Oreoluwa Clothing look like this time next year, 12 months from now?
I'm hoping it's going to be bigger than what we are doing
Okay.
currently, because
Okay.
we have some strategy to lay down.
Okay.
Like in terms of having emailing customers, like
Okay.
using an email to draft out for clients to
Okay.
get more
Okay.
customer base and ads.
Okay. So don't necessarily go into the how, because emails and those are the how. In terms of the what, in terms of the goal, the objective, would you like, so you're doing 50 customers per month now at 150K per order. What does that look like 12 months from now? Do you want to double that? Do you want to triple that? Do you want to
We
foil?
want to double that, because how we would double it is because most designers do ready to wear nowadays.
Okay.
Like we can also create more of works down. So when you come in, it's not that we are just sewing for you. We have the clothes ready for you. Then you just have a fitting. If any adjustments are meant to be made, you are just going to take it to the tailors to just adjust it and have your clothes instantly.
And you believe that that's ready to wear is a strategy that can unlock growth for you.
Yeah. Because some customers are ready to buy instantly.
Okay.
And if you are not able to provide them what they want at that particular time,
you've lost that.
You've lost the client.
Awesome. Okay. So what do you need right now to make that happen? To start doing ready to wear? You need a factory, do you need a space,
the funding, showroom, and the likes.
Do you know how much exactly you need?
Yeah.
Okay, how much?
Sure. Like if I'm seeing like over 100 million, 500 million is going to work for us, because we have a strategy laid down using like those popular places in showcasing, and I know how rent may be now, and you have to plan ahead, because it's not something that I can just walk today and just crash down tomorrow. You have to have something laid down.
Okay. Two things. One, 100 million in what currency?
In Nigerian currency.
Which of the Nigerian currency? Which Nigerian?
You are using 100. I'm not saying 100,000.
Naira.
Yeah, naira.
That's where I'm going.
100 million, 50 million can still work for us.
Okay, so you need to be, so that's another point for you. That's another thing. You need to be specific about the currency.
Yeah, let's say 50 million can still work for us for now.
If I give you a check for 50 million naira right now, so it's called uses of funds. What are the areas that you allocate that 50 million naira to?
We have laid down strategies that we want to use. We are trying to move into like island, specifically using either Ikoyi axis or Lekki axis to advertise more of our product. Then have factory buying fabrics, buying matching, and then empowering other designers out there, employing them to do more of our works,
Okay.
and work from in-house designers.
Okay. In closing, let's do some type of simple mathematics. How much did you make last year?
Last year, I can say, is it for a month?
No,
a year?
For the year, for the entire year.
Let's say 5 million.
5 million naira. Is that revenue or profit?
Like the revenue.
Revenue.
Yeah.
This is June, middle of June. How much have you made so far?
This year,
This year.
the market has been slow.
Okay.
We have made like
That's the figure.
1.5 million.
Rough figure, 1.5. So if it goes at the same rate, you probably land on 3 million this year.
Yeah.
So that's 8 million in 2 years. That's 4 million naira per annum, just for discussion purposes. How can we, in closing, okay, how can we make 8 million in 1 year? We've made 8 million in 2 years, 5 plus 3. How can we now make 8 million in 1 year?
Based on the strategies laid down, like using ads and promoting the work, using a showroom and the likes, and a working store for clients to come in and have some. We have some works laid down, like we have those ready to wear on ground. I believe we won't lose some of the client that just went off.
Okay. Jumping on that last point. One of the ways to really, really convince external investors to put money in what you're doing, to invest in your business, is to demonstrate that even without the money you are asking for, that money you're asking for, there are some things you can do with the current assets you have. And what's the biggest asset any business has? Your customer base.
Yes, customer.
So, is it possible to double 100 customers to 200 customers so that 4 million per annum becomes 8 million per annum?
Yes, we can double it.
Okay.
Because when we have those works laid down,
Mhm.
we can double the sales, because there are people that they are into ready to wear already. Like they want something instantly. They are ready to buy this particular product when you have it on ground.
Okay.
And with that, I believe with that and the insight of Instagram and Facebook ads, we can reach out to so many people that we haven't had before to get more customer base.
Okay. So with a minimal effort of additional marketing,
Yeah.
you can demonstrate to an external investor that you can double sales.
Yeah.
And then that doubling of sales is the validation that, oh, dear investor, you better join me on this journey. Because if you don't join me, I'm going to get there anyway.
It may just take a time, but we are getting there.
You've got it already. So would you say that there are any takeaways from this session today?
Yeah, it was insightful.
What are the takeaways?
I was able to learn the fact that the strategies to grow a business.
Okay.
Yeah, and using social media and the likes
Okay.
to grow business, and it was insightful in terms of I was able to learn more from business experts.
Thank you very much, Oreoluwa. It's been a pleasure.
I did.
It's been a pleasure discussing with you today.
Same here.
Looking forward to having you sometime in the future when you are 2x your current size.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
And it will be great for me coming back here because I enjoyed this section and it was insightful for me.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.